is fair kickoff. Today is animal check-in day. So it is the, they like to call it organized chaos, but it's usually pretty damn unorganized. Not just the rabbit barn, the whole experience. All livestock go in today, so it's a whole lot of people trying to squeeze into the tiniest bit of space, and trying to be nice and take turns, which considering that we're dealing with the future adults of America, you would think the adults would set a good example on how to be cooperative and how to be friendly and and how to share space and all that good fun stuff, but it's not usually the case. At least at our fair, the small animals, so the chickens and the rabbits, they have lowest priority because they're not, while they are listed as livestock, they're not really considered livestock by the committee. Livestock to them is horses, bovine, pigs. So they generally feel like they are more important because they bring the fair the most money, and therefore they're entitled to priority. On sheep and goats, forget sheep and goats. So the auctions, horses don't go into auction, but the beef, sheep, and goat all go in for auction, and the fair gets a percentage of the auction sales. And they get the same percentage from rabbits and chickens, but a rabbit sells by the pound, so if it sells for $16 a pound, at most you're looking at, let's see, 32, 64, 70, $80 for a rabbit, and the fair gets, I think, 3%, 3 or 5, I think they get 5% now, which on a rabbit is nothing. But if a goat sells for $16 a pound, that's a 100+ pound animal. So they make much more money off the large livestock than they do the small. So they've always kind of felt entitled to, to everything, to the space, to the time, to everything over rabbits and chickens. Having a bit of a rough morning. The smoke in the air has got my sinuses completely jacked up. My eyes are fuzzy, and so the air quality sucks. We have fires to the south of us. We have fires to the northeast of us, just about an hour away north, and about 5 hours away south. May or may not be fires burning in Canada. I'm not exactly sure at this point in the game. Oh, interesting. Fire marshal just drove by me. But needless to say, I mean, you can see our air right now, and that's not not usually a good sign. All we can do at this point is hope for a good strong Chinook wind to blow all the smoke out. We'll see. I mean, we usually get one good storm day a year every fair. So we'll see if it happens this year. You know, where the winds roll in a bit, you know, lots of rain, and it just kind of refreshes everything. But I'm okay not having a refresh. I just want the smoke gone. But I don't even know what our air quality is today. I was gonna check before I left my house and I forgot. I do know it's not anywhere near as bad as it was a few years ago. I mean, that was horrendous. I mean, that was pre-COVID, but you know, they were recommending you don't leave your house without a face covering, and people with asthma and COPD, they were recommending the N95 masks over just, you know, a general face covering, and it sucked. But we had fire. That was a bad fire year because there were, you know, several fires blowing or going north in Canada. There were fires all over the state of Washington. Oregon was on fire. California was on fire. There were fires going in Idaho and Montana. And so, I mean, there was just, I mean, like the whole West Coast and, you know, Pacific Northwest was on fire. And it was just horrible. I mean, like you couldn't even see, you know, more than a couple feet in front of you. It was horrendous. And of course, that was the year that the pipe broke. The irrigation line broke in our front yard. And we are toward the end of the water line, so it left our entire neighborhood without water because all of the water, we're on a shared pond for irrigation, and it left the entire, you know, our whole street without irrigation water, which is never good, especially in fire season. So you can't turn your water on and water your fields, and yeah, it was rough, you know. So, you know, there's my poor husband out in, you know, hazardous, there goes my water bottle, hazardous air quality conditions, having to dig, you know, a huge hole to try to fix the pipe while being masked up. You know, it was just, it sucked. It sucked so bad. Put my truck in park, see if I can reach my water bottle that went rolling off of my seat and went between the seat and the door. Oh, ouch. Seatbelt to the butt. That hurt. Actually didn't go between the seat and the door. It landed upside down in the floorboard. Oh, definitely gotta stop for caffeine. I'll get a breakfast sandwich while I'm here too. I'm having a rough start to the morning. I didn't go to sleep until, I don't know, it was 3:30 this morning. I had to wake up at 7:30 to start getting ready for this day. And of course, I didn't wake up at 7:30 when my alarm went off. I didn't wake up at 8 o'clock when my alarm went off. I woke up at crawled out of bed at like 8:20. It's 9:30 now. And I had to load what I could into my truck. To haul up to the fairgrounds, because today I drive up, park my truck out in the parking lot and leave it. Otherwise I have to pay for the parking pass, and they're very expensive. And tomorrow we won't be able to drive the vehicles onto the fairgrounds because the fair actually starts tomorrow, so there'll be general public walking around. So you want to unload your awkward and heavy stuff today while you can drive your truck right up to your camper, or drive your vehicle. We don't all drive trucks, that was an assumption of me. Drive your vehicle right up to your camper, unload the heavy stuff. I'm not sure when we're going to be getting ice today, so tomorrow I'll carry in the stuff, the food that needs to go to the cooler today. I just have dry goods going in. It's our special macadamia coconut, almond roca coconut. Ooh, yum. Good morning.
Morning.
I am gonna do the special iced.
Okay.
And oops, didn't mean to turn my mic around. Let's do a Canadian bacon on the croissant.
Definitely. Been so popular today.
Almond roca coconut latte is their special. Yum. My favorite drink from here is called a Canyon Chai, and it's a dirty chai, so chai tea, latte, and coffee, but it uses white coffee.
10.25 for you.
Did you say the sandwiches were popular this morning?
This one, yeah.
Oh.
I've made like probably 20.
That's funny. Wonder why.
There's that for you. Everyone's feeling a Monday.
Animal check-in at the fairgrounds.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Animal check-in at the fair.
Oh, so yes. Oh my goodness. Praying for you guys. Have a good one.
You as well.
Thank you.
It's my med alarm going, did you take your meds at 8? No. Did you think to leave any out?
No.
You're gonna have to dig into your suitcase and take out from the week?
Yeah.
That's all right. There's 6.5 days worth of meds packed in the bag, and we're only up there for 5, so I got leftovers. I got extra. Yeah, these are not the best sandwiches in the world. They're kind of flimsy. You pay, pretty penny for them, but, whatever. It's breakfast on the go. Ah! Hot cheese melting in my hand. Where we seem to be like the test subjects for, let's try out a new design and see how many accidents that causes. Absolutely nobody behind me, guy. These brand new apartments over here on the left going in. This might be a rough year for the rabbits that are coming from a closed barn. Having to be in the open barn of the fairgrounds with all the smoke in the air. I foresee a lot of issues with the bunnies, just like we're going to see with us humans. It dawned on me this morning we're going to have to do a slight change of plans. Because normally I drive up on Monday, park my truck, do animal check-in, and then I ride home with Christina. We do all the show secretary stuff, and then she takes me home. And then Tuesday morning, she normally picks me up and brings me up to the fairgrounds. And then that leaves my truck parked at the fairgrounds, so that if I need to, if I get to a point where I need to go home and sit in the hot tub or sleep in my own bed or whatever, I have my vehicle to drive myself home. And then the next day, my husband will drive me in, and then I will stay at the fairgrounds for the rest of the week. But it dawned on me this morning that my husband's going to have to bring me in tomorrow, because Sam and Mina are coming up tonight, and she's going to be doing the same thing, parking her car up at the fairgrounds and leaving it there, because she's coming up to help coming to the fair tomorrow to help with the show. But she's got to be able to leave on her schedule, because she's got to drive a little over an hour home, because she's got to work tomorrow. So it doesn't make sense to ride in with me my check is in, so I might just say screw it, I'll pay for no, because then we'll have to park out in main parking and walk forever to get in. I don't know. But anyway, because Sam and Mina are spending the night tonight, and we're gonna be up at the fair tomorrow, there's not gonna be enough seats for us all to ride in with Christina. And she'll have her girls with her in the morning. So, if she opts to leave her car at the fairgrounds with my truck, then we'll have to have my husband bring us in the morning. Yeah, I was starting thinking, she can just drive me home tonight. Drive us all home tonight. I'll put gas in her car and then just pay for parking, but we wouldn't get back alley parking. We'd have to park out with the regular patrons of the fair. And the rabbit barn is on the back side of the fairgrounds, so literally we'd have to walk through the entire fairgrounds to get where we needed to go, and that would be really hard on me. call it the Parkway. There's a road that runs behind the fairgrounds. That's the preferred parking because all the animal barns are back there, are off of that road versus the main entrance. So for us animal exhibitors, it's nice to be back there because then we're close to our vehicles. But even though we probably have half the number of exhibitors that we used to have, they still limit Parkway to 1 per family, which is ridiculous because there's enough parking back there for probably 3 cars per family right now. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's sort of like where the carnival people, they get fairway parking. Not Parkway, that's my old tattoo place. Fairway parking. $15 a day for parking. It's crazy. And then, like I said, and you have to walk forever. And then, of course, you have to make the ultimate decision. Do you park up front so that you're close to the main gate and have less to walk in the morning? But then when you try to leave at night, you're going to be there forever sitting in line. Or do you park near the exit, walk forever just to get to the main gate, and then forever to get back to the animal barns? And then, of course, you got to do that in reverse at the end of the night, walk for days and days and days to get back to your vehicle, but then you're right by the exit, so you don't have to wait in traffic. So it's like 6 of one, half dozen of the other, which for me, me driving, I don't have a problem sitting and waiting. I'm a patient driver, whereas my husband will spend the entire time screaming and yelling and complaining about how long he's having to sit in traffic to try to leave a parking lot. And the flip side to that too is that, in past years they've had staff on golf carts that would come and, that can haul people from the far ends of the parking lot and bring them to the main gate. But we never know if that's going to be available until things start. Kennewick Fire Department. Wow. So that building we just passed on the left is our old hospital. And the Benton County, Benton Franklin Drug Coalition is working with multiple agencies and businesses around the community to open a multifaceted treatment center. So it'll have an inpatient and an outpatient setting. They're going to have a jail wing. So for people that are arrested but need detox rather than, to be just thrown in a cell somewhere and hope they don't, Anyway, it'll be an in-house Suboxone program for the opiate withdrawals. It will have medical staff. To supervise all withdrawal clients that are in the jail wing. But yeah, it's been several years in the making. I want to say we're on like maybe year. Let's see, how long have I been out of work? A year. So we're probably on year 3. Trying to get it up and running. Ran into a few snafus. For starters, was trying to get the building first. And there was a pregnancy center that was still in there, and so they had to wait for them to move into their new building before they can do anything. And of course, getting financing, getting through inspections, getting approval from the state to have the license to be able to do what they wanted to do, how many different licenses they were going to have. I mean, it's been a lot of work. And I was part of it when I was working. So I'm kind of bummed about the fact that I'm no longer involved in it, but so right off here to the right is the stage, which is going to be kind of cool. When we come to park at the end of the night, we'll have, we'll be able to sit and listen to music. I don't even know who is playing this year. Let's see. I'm going to pull in front of Christina and park. I need to give myself a little bit more room here. I'm not going to be able to get my door open. I'm going to take my straight up and down one to the barn. This is currently empty because I didn't know when we'd be getting ice. Oh, I have a whole bunch. Okay. So I didn't bring any of the refrigerator stuff with me, or the cold food stuff.
Yummy muffins.
Yummy muffins.
They're called Miss O muffins.
Yum.
Speaking of Miss O, we have a rabbit named Miss O.
Is it like short for Oreo?
No.
Or is was what I was gonna do, and then walk in, but I won't. I'll take the ride if it's offered. Oh shoot, I guess I could have paused you guys. I didn't even think of unloading stuff from the vehicle. Kind of forgot I was recording. Okay. Step 1 in the unload process. I said I just did the I don't know which way's out. The dry goods today and tomorrow, like I said, because she's got ice, but like I said, I didn't know if we would have ice this early, so tomorrow I'll grab the stuff out of my refrigerator, bring that in the morning. Did she go to the right? I'm like, And I guess she went right while I went left. Or she just flipped a Yui. Oh, that was a big dip. Ugh. Definitely need to work on getting my disability placard before next year's fair, which is why we're way out in the boonies, because they only have one superintendent's pass and it was already taken by the other super. But there's disability parking all up front up here, so if I had my placard, then yeah, we would be camped out here instead of way out in the boonies. All right, time to turn you off, and we're gonna head into the barn. We'll catch up to you in a sec. Rosie.
My name's Rose.
Little tiny ears, I have to see a light. All right, look clean. Bud, little loose hair, but that's all I've seen today.
Tis the season.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go in there.
Yeah. Mary was just like, she's like, I need to vent to somebody. My husband wants to change banks and I don't like it. And I was like, okay.
That's such a pain. They moved my mom's bank. She bank
This
was
is the
Umpqua
chocolate that we got at
out on
Nationals.
Columbia. Okay. Columbia
And
Center Boulevard.
The roux bucket we got at Nationals just decided to frozen solid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was great one day, next day he was dead. And I was like, yep, that's what rabbits do.
But then we got another roux that has new
He looks
babies.
okay. We just watched. It's a little dry. I don't know.
Well, I think some of it, I'm gonna guess some of it was the heat that we got with.
Yes, and that's
Yeah,
why
because
I'm
our
not
rabbit
seeing
barn
any.
our rabbit barn just shut off the air conditioner.
We're-
It happens
we're-
every summer.
Whenever it gets over 100, where our barn is, it can't keep up.
Well, I ended up pulling 2 of my spare fans. I have 2 new ones I bought last year. That they were still boxed. I pulled them out and put them up. And I mean, I've got 3 fans in a swamp.
It's okay, Emmy.
I can bring, I have them, yes.
And that's Emmy's brother.
I don't know that I'll get to it
Although
right away, but I
Emmy's
can get to
brother
it
is
soon.
younger than her because this is the second litter from Cotton.
Unfortunately, I think if you tried to put
When I get up there with the check-in stuff, just let me know and I'll mark it and I'll make sure it gets up.
When you're back.
Okay.
I think if you tried to plug fans into your barn, though, it'd probably start blowing breakers.
Okay, is that the end of yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Now we're gonna start the long process.
Okay, let's go get the rest of our stuff, guys.
Out for the night and
We
crew.
will in a minute. But you know what? I bet this Regina trusts us more marketing numbers. Let's get the rest of our stuff from the car.
Do you have light stuff?
Yep. Does it need to be tattooed? And I'll work on these today. And then it's just $1 each for animals to get tattooed. And I'll make sure you
We made it lose 10 pounds. The market is right here. Like you say, it's over. Yeah. Down there where the I sent his place. Yeah, but no, Yeah. Okay, you can change it if you want to.
Hold on. Hey,
288. Yes. 288. 295. We still not maybe it's 10 pounds. We had to stall him out. 160. So maybe it was 10 pounds. So much better when you color it print out because everybody's already in there.
Now, if we start having problems during the week, a little. No, just
We can't help you there.
Well, it's donated from the night. That's who does our sound for us every year. They just bring it.
Christina.
Yes, ma'am.
You have it.
That's perfect.
That's Regina.
Then you're going to have to check another.
Printed all that stuff out. Yeah, we got They're not organized yet, so by all means, please get to them.
Theoretically, that was due
If you have animals on that sheet, there are
I'm checking in right now with Travis. She's like, it's like that's in for now. One of them did. One of them I didn't even know they were doing it. Wasn't clean at all. No, we still have.
So we stacked up, we had that entire row that we had close. And now we're going up the east side.
You don't need to write anything in the picture, right? Yes. Organized alphabetically by show. You did 68, right? Yes. All of 37. Now we're looking at red. He's the smallest year center. 217. Yes. I'm staying on my way in.
Oh, thank you.
We usually get at least one day of rain every year. There might be two. 227. Sure.
You think there'll be 2 days of rain?
Yeah.
It's hard, crazy to think that's only been sitting up here for 15 minutes. Slowing down.